ingredient to help you sleep, so you can wake up refreshed in the morning. From the name you trust comes Tylenol PM, so you can rest easy.
Here's a sweet idea for breakfast.
Try Sunsweet prune juice for a change.
It's naturally sweet and delicious.
Sunsweet prune juice adds no sugar.
It's perfect just the way it is.
Remind you of anyone?
Not really.
Everybody needs some.
$12 for every mile over the limit.
That's $300.
You can add fast, too. Next.
To send someone money fast, call 1-800-CALL-CASH or come to any Western Union location. Western Union, the fastest way to send money.
A few days ago, meteorologists were looking at the warmest U.S. temperatures on record for December, January, and February, and talking about the winter that never arrived. Well, it's arrived. Has it ever? James Hattori reports on the late winter blizzard that buried 10 states from the Rockies to the upper Midwest.
North central Colorado came to a snowy white slowdown today. A severe overnight blizzard dumped as much as 20 inches in Boulder. High winds blew drifts several feet deep, closing major highways and stranding hundreds of motorists.
It was terrible last night. We was lucky to make it this far.
A roadside fast food restaurant became a makeshift motel for 200 people who had no way to get anywhere.
And as soon as they open the roads, I will be at work, but that I'm not going to be there in 15 minutes.
In Denver, the storm hit hard and fast, closing schools and businesses and knocking out power lines. 82-year-old Faith Lodgeson had no heat last night.
I stayed in bed as long as I could, and then I didn't even have enough blankets to keep warm, so I had to go somewhere else.
Officially, Denver's Stapleton Airport had one runway open and kept snow equipment working all night. But airlines weren't taking any risks. The only passenger connections were with empty lounge space.
Flights were all canceled, snowed like crazy, and we finally dug up some blankets and pillows and slept on the floor last night.
By midday, the storm began to loosen its icy grip on Colorado, moving east into parts of Kansas and Nebraska. A Midwest deep freeze during one of the nation's mildest winters in years. James Hattori, CBS News, Dallas.
Stay with us now for more CBS News. The cause of a deadly crash is discovered. So why are victims' families kept in the dark?
As beneficial as self-examination is, Mary Brody won't feel the tiny lump in her breast for another 2 years. But she'll discover it tomorrow, after her first mammogram, thanks in part to a new X-ray film created by DuPont that makes it safer to start mammography early. And for Mary, early detection means a 2-year head start on the rest of her life. At DuPont, we make the things that make a difference.
Hey, I'll be home.
Thank you for a lovely dinner.
Aren't you going to ask me in? For coffee?
Well, I do have taster's choice.
Then how can I refuse?
Savor the sophisticated taste of Taster's Choice.
Well...
Just one more cup?
You said that 2 cups ago.
You know how much I love your coffee.
Then, by all means, take it with you.
Tylenol users discover a powerful name in aspirin-free pain relief.
It took away my headache. Aspirin-free Anacin worked as well as Tylenol.
Like Tylenol, aspirin-free Anacin is 100% aspirin-free acetaminophen, so it's gentle on your stomach.
Now I have a choice.
To save them or to slaughter them, the battle is on.
Drop the gun!
Survival of the wildest. 48 hours Wednesday.
Officials of the U.S. Defense Department now say North Korea has apparently decided to avoid a showdown with the United States over a shipment of Scud missiles to Iran. Last week, U.S. Navy ships and planes were tracking a North Korean cargo ship in the Indian Ocean, believed to be heading for the Persian Gulf. But today, CBS News correspondent David Martin reports they couldn't find it, and the Navy concluded the Korean ship may have changed course. Menachem Begin, the former Prime Minister of Israel, was buried today on Jerusalem's Mount of Olives. Begin was a Zionist freedom fighter who later won a Nobel Peace Prize, then fled another round of war into sudden and complete retirement. Begin died overnight at 78. Bob Simon tells his story.
The man who secluded himself from the Israeli people almost a decade ago was mobbed by thousands of admirers, of worshippers, on the day of his death. Menachem Begin could have had a state funeral with pomp and ceremony, oratory, and eulogy, but he wanted a people's burial. The diminutive corpse was carried to the grave on a stretcher in a simple prayer shawl. He was laid to rest by aging comrades in arms, singing the anthem of the ideological movement where Menachem Begin began. As a young man in Poland, he committed himself to the most militant brand of Zionism. He lost both his parents and his brother in the Holocaust. Once in Palestine, he led the underground Irgun organization in a campaign of violence against the British. In 1946, his men bombed Jerusalem's King David Hotel, then British military headquarters. Nearly 100 people died. After Israel's independence in 1948, Begin found himself on the right-wing fringes of Israeli politics, where he stayed for almost 30 years. His electoral victory in 1977 sent chills through the Western world, through the Arab world. But within months, he was negotiating with Anwar Sadat. Within 2 years, he was signing a peace treaty with Egypt.
No more war, no more bloodshed, no more bereavement. Peace unto you.
But peace was not to be his future. In 1981, he unleashed warplanes to bomb a nuclear reactor near Baghdad. A year later, he invaded Lebanon, and as so many before him, got bogged down. In September 1983, he resigned, saying, "I cannot go on." The rest was silence.
Could be that he got tired, could be that he got disappointed. That could be that he going into Lebanon with losing so many casualties. He did resign in the end.
The prayer for the dead was uttered by Menachem Begin's son and political heir, Benjamin, who has declared his ambition to become Prime Minister of Israel. Bob Simon, CBS News, Jerusalem.
I use a shampoo for dandruff, but my scalp still itches like crazy.
You need new Scalpicin, the revolutionary scalp medicine for deep scalp itch, not ordinary dandruff. Scalpicin is not a shampoo. It's a clear liquid you don't wash away like shampoo. Apply Scalpicin anytime for deep scalp itch relief with medicine chosen by dermatologists over all these dandruff shampoo formulas. Scalpicin penetrates to relieve the itch and help prevent flaking.
The itch is gone.
New Scalpicin, the scalp medicine for deep scalp itch.
Where do you want to be in 20 years?
Well, my father worked for the same company for 39 years. He got 2 weeks vacation, but we never traveled far. He was saving to put 3 kids through college. At 65, he retired. At 67, he died. How can I invest so that after my kids graduate, I can enjoy the second half of my life?
You can get there from here with Shearson Lehman Brothers.
Dale Earnhardt, why are you getting your oil changed at a GM dealership?
The fast or free guarantee.
Fast or free?
Yep, takes 29 minutes or less, or my next one's free. Gotta go now.
And Earnhardt's back in record time.
See your Mr. Goodwrench Quick Lube Plus dealer. Come in for a Mr. Goodwrench Quick Lube Plus oil change, and you could win one of 21 GM vehicles. There's millions of prizes. Just come in, scratch, and win during the Flag of Winter sweepstakes at your participating GM dealer. Now.
I'm Mark McKeown.
And I'm Paula Zahn. Think you found the perfect house?
Better check with the town. This could become your neighbor. Tomorrow on CBS This Morning, it's breakfast for your head.
The U.S. Air Force has completed a preliminary investigation into the crash of a National Guard transport plane last month in southern Indiana, but officials refused to say why the plane went down, killing 16 people. Correspondent Jacqueline Adams reports.
Time has not lessened the horror. At the Evansville, Indiana civilian airport last month, a C-130 transport plane practicing simple takeoffs and landings crashed into a hotel and restaurant. 11 people on the ground were killed, along with 5 Air National Guard crew members. Why did it happen? Could it happen again? There were no obvious clues in the airport control tower tape released today. Just a signal that broke off mid-word.
Now that you go or low approach for choice. Okay, we'll be a low approach probably. Derby here. Derby 1-1 there. C-130 is going to...
4 weeks later, the local Air National Guard unit says enough has been learned from the crash to alert other C-130 pilots so they can avoid similar accidents. However, in Evansville, grieving relatives are being kept in the dark.
I feel like we have every right to know. And because we're not getting the answer to a lot of questions, I feel like it's prolonging our grief and making it even more difficult for us.
The Air Force thinks they're operating in 1942 rather than 1992. If they can stonewall me on information as basic as this, in essence, they can stonewall anyone.
Because of strict military regulations, the flight's crucial black box recording and the Air Force's conclusions will never be released. But officials claim the public will eventually receive enough information to answer most outstanding questions.
Hopefully that great amount of information will satisfy the needs of the people in Evansville.
The Air Force says a report will be made public within the next 6 weeks. Not soon enough for those who lost their loved ones. Jacqueline Adams, CBS News, New York.
Coming up next, what we think is an especially interesting eye on America. You and your possessions. Until debt do you part.
Here's one way to improve your marriage. Take your husband to a quality, comfort, Clarion or Sleep Hotel, where the weekend rates start as low as $29 a night. Then put on your best nightie and dim the lights. That should get your husband very excited. Men just love to save money.
To qualify for special weekend rates, call 1-800-4CHOICE and reserve a room.
How could this happen? They've taken the secret.
Europeans are upset. The Kellogg's Muesli cereal uses their secret recipe.
This we kept in the family.
After all, they've been guarding this delicious secret forever. Ah, but this luscious blend of sweet fruit, crunchy nuts, and crisp whole grains was destined to become Kellogg's Mueslix.
Angelina, you told?
It wasn't me. I swear.
Kellogg's Mueslix, the European secret for great taste.
How bad is your sinus pain?
Just feels like somebody's blowing up your face.
Look, all these sinus pain formulas have the same medicine.
You're kidding.
But Dristan Sinus contains ibuprofen.
I would try that, sure. No pain at all. It's good. I like Dristan Sinus.
Dristan, the face of relief today.
For cleaning, shining, and disinfecting, nothing outperforms us in the bathroom. Dow Bathroom Cleaner, starring Scrubbing Bubbles. We work hard so you don't have to.
Husband's on the phone. He's going to faint.
Maine to California.
Oh, God.
People just like you win thousands, win millions out of the blue. Miracles can happen for you.
Holy cow.
Publishers Clearinghouse, the house where dreams come true.
As you know, how could you not? There's a recession going on, and a lot of businesses are struggling. But there is at least one exception. In tonight's Eye on America, Frank Courier takes you along with the Repo Man. His business is picking up.
77 Mercedes 450 SL, red in color.
This would be an illegal thief. Everything goes right, you're gone in about 30 seconds.
In 16 years, 3 times I've had a gun held to my head.
You're the bad guy with everybody.
For millions of people deep in debt, he's the last man you want to see at your door.
You know what the contract says. You don't pay, you got to give it up.
He's the Repo Man, a modern-day bounty hunter hired by the bank as a last resort to stalk delinquent borrowers and repossess a part of their world.
We're not here to discuss options. We're here to pick the vehicle up, and that's it.
It happens every day in a yacht-filled marina on the Sacramento River. They snatch an inboard cruiser with an unpaid debt.
Mobile 2 to base. I have possession of the boat.
Nearby, the towing gets tough as a repo team works furiously to hook up and sneak off with a 20-foot motorhome.
This one, they were hiding it, and we knew it.
Recession means repossession, and even $100,000 helicopters are falling victim to the bill collector.
You don't have a conscience that follows you, huh?
No, never.
Why not?
Can't hit in the collection business, you don't have a conscience.
With the instincts and pocket tools of a car thief, many repo men hit the streets after midnight. In Cincinnati, Huck Finn and his helpers have but 2 minutes to take back a pickup from outside a motel room where the debtor is sleeping.
We gotta get moving. Somebody just came out.
The bank pays these foot soldiers about $200 per car.
The good repos when I get in the car, drive off, and they don't find out about it until morning.
In bulletproof vests, it's a dirty job. Hours of boredom, then minutes of sheer terror.
13:30. Most normal people spend most of their life staying out of confrontations, and the repo man spends most of his life getting into confrontations.
That's the Hollywood spin on it. This 1984 cult comedy portrays a low-life renegade world of repo madness.
Ain't gonna be no repo, man. No way.
It's too late. You already are.
By law, in real life, repossessors may not carry firearms.
The majority of repossessors out there are businessmen. There are a bunch of very intelligent businessmen with master's degrees, some of them.
The only person that likes a repossessor is the finance company.
The million or so cars and trucks that'll be repoed in America this year involve more than just deadbeats and bad debts. Hard times are forcing many people to choose between food for the family and the family car.
Looking for Herbert Brown.
In Sacramento, this man made the choice.
And I'm here about your 86 Oldsmobile Regency.
The payment on that thing, take it. It's like I said, it's a big load off my back because I was worried how I was going to make the payment this month again.
The job market is poor. Their options are not real great, and sometimes I think they think we're doing them a favor.
I can take care of that late charge for you.
Ken, we have no problem working with you.
This year, $66 billion in consumer debt will be turned over for collection, but a boom in repossessions has been stalled by falling car sales and more lenient lenders.
It isn't our benefit to have the largest car lot in Chicago. It's more in our benefit to have you make the payments and collect on our loan.
Still, when borrowers go bust, banks recapture some of their loss at huge repo auctions, where bargain hunters bid on the misfortunes of others.
Honestly, I'm not crazy about what I do. It's not my first choice as to what I didn't. As a little boy, I didn't think to myself, oh boy, I want to grow up and become a repossessor. Repossession is the very, very last resort.
It's what he calls a legal license to steal, and whether it's Sherlock in a Jaguar...
On that side. It's right here.
...or Huck Finn in a tow truck, if the unpaid balance is big enough, on even this, the repo man will follow some poor souls all the way to the grave.
Everybody owes money one way or another.
In Chicago, I'm Frank Courier for Eye on America.
Where you belong, Wednesday night at 10:30.
The LA Times calls the Harper Brothers the most brilliant new jazz group of the decade. Catch their Oregon debut Saturday, March 14th at Portland's Fox Theater. Call Fax Tix 224-8499 for tickets.
Funding for the McNeil-Lehrer News Hour has been provided by ODS Health Plan, the group medical plan that meets the needs of more than 600,000 Oregonians by providing a broad range of medical and dental coverage and responsive service.